All right, let's go. Let's kick off this week with a bang. So far, the SPY is looking fantastic. Now again, it's not up a ton this morning, but it did pop above 681.50 in a great way, which is where it closed in after hours Friday, and then got all the way up to 684 this morning. That's a pretty good jump for the SPY. So, we'll take it. It's not like it's the biggest jump in the world, but pretty good gap up and move so far, I'd say. Very good. Bob says, everything's up so much, what we playing? I know, right? Sometimes it's hard to get on that rally train, but Nvidia's been a very hot one on the way up. Turn down this music real quick. Yeah, Nvidia has been extremely hot, though. Been one of the big reasons why the SPY's been moving up in such a great way. Appreciate you, Xavier, Zach. I love YouTube, Outlaw Star, Sharpie, Jake, Adams, Bob, Sear, Nathan. Let's get it. Jake said, good week, I hope. So far, so good. Hey, Rick. Jason, how we doing? That music slaps. I know, right? It's not bad. Really, not bad at all. FLY is leading my watch list up 9% here. Damn, FLY is flying. Firefly Aerospace leading the charge here. 9%. That is quite the pump. SERV Serve Robotics up 5%. Serve Robotics starting to move. They dipped recently in a crazy way. It's pretty huge to see them coming back like this, back above $10 so easily. Holding above there, 10.50 breaking. As of this morning with the gap up. I don't know what you're saying, Bob. Why are app loving calls $80 billion? They shouldn't cost that much. Maybe you mean there was an $80 billion play or something. I don't know. That would be wild. That would be wild. Looks like there was some news maybe after hours Friday. I don't pay a lot of attention to app loving personally, but I don't know. I'm not seeing any news. If you see anything, let me know. I'll be curious, or if you want to elaborate. Oh, the premium. Oh. What's up, Joe Papa? RSB Fisher. It is a merry Monday, isn't it? Santa's coming to town. Go back to Fly. The Fly is flying like it. KULR just overtook it at 10% plus here. $3.50 on the stock. Cooler. Didn't just halt, did it? Hope we're all having a great morning and start to the week, though. Pretty good to see stocks pumping so far today. We'll take that. Not bad at all. Makes me a lot happier than sadder, I'll tell you. Not bad, not bad. How do you like the price action so far on the SPY? I know it's not straight up from open, but from Friday, it is pumping pretty well here. I'm surprised people aren't more hyped up about the SPY this morning. I know it's falling off just a little bit, but so far, so good. ADEA is up 25%. ADEA. Not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but we'll have to look that one up later. ADEA running, gapping back up, filling the gap actually up. The gap would fill up to 1670. Did it get there in pre-market? Oh yeah, it did. Filled the gap pretty perfectly. NVIDIA 1-minute candles is crazy going down. Wow, that is a pretty good sell-off by NVIDIA at open there. For being one of the stocks really pushing SPY higher in pre-market, it's giving back almost all the gains. As it drops, watch for that gap to fill down to like 180.150 to 180.135. That'll be the first big support once we really get past this 182.30 range. You can see it trying to hold this range right now, actually. Just bounced off of it. You can see on the left side of the screen where it hit in pre-market. Kind of held there after it popped through. This is usually a pretty good sign. Oh yeah, NVIDIA. The pullback is real. So far, at least. Maybe it'll turn around, but lots of time left on the day, right? Lots of time. AMD is trying to bounce off 215. They pulled back as well. Very harshly it opened. Right back to support. Uh-oh. Not the best sign there. But hey, if you guys are in the stream right now, destroy that like. I'd appreciate it. Also subscribe if you're new, but I know most of you are already. SRFM, Surf Air Mobility. Okay. Said it's up 20%. Surf Air Mobility. I gotta see what this company does. Let's see. Transforming air mobility through AI and electrification. Okay. It's not as crazy as I thought. Not as crazy. I really thought that I was gonna see some people with like water jetpacks or something. Definitely something it sounded like. You guys have seen those guys, right? With those jetpacks with the shoot water out. I think I see them in Dubai all the time, but it's interesting. That would have been hilarious if that is what it was. A short's gonna cover a la Turkey Week. Do what? Another short week, yeah. Yeah, you're right. It is a pretty short week here. We're going to get an early close on Wednesday, December 24th at 1 p.m. The market will be closed Thursday the 25th, and then 26th will be back in action like normal. I don't know which one I hate worse. The stock market being open on the 24th or the 26th. I can't put my finger on it. I think I'm going to go with the 26th, though. Thoughts on Google? Alphabet. Big pullback here. Hit 310 this morning. Falling back down. You sold Uber for an L. Of course it pops up. Oh. Sold 79.10. Man, that was a big move by Uber here today. Wow. What a good move back on the daily, too. Pretty good turnaround starting. I got a text from Happy Dad. It says, Santa called. He said stockings aren't complete without a cold Happy Dad. Like, what? I've never even bought that stuff. How did they get my number? CoreWeave. Oh, probably because I bought a shirt from them when I was like 18, but damn, that was a long time ago. CoreWeave coming up. Very flat here today. One of the best stocks on Friday, though. CoreWeave had one of the best moves right there. Moderna's starting to move here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Happy Dad knows another baby's coming. That's funny. Coming in June. Oh, yeah. That'll be great. Coming up in June. QBTS, Bobby Henry says. D-Wave Quantum. Look at that great move here by QBTS. Dang. That is another great move today. Let's turn on the stats. Up 8.6%. And it's actually just so strong because it's testing that recent high as well. Wow, let's go. Alexander said PLTR is moving. Brain said ripping. He said, I just sold my disastrous Tilray portfolio and went into SRFM. Man, Palantir is on fire. 198, up over 4% from open. Well, sorry, not from open, but a lot of that came after open, which is interesting, considering a lot of stocks were gapping up today, but... that is a huge move happening here. Meta's up $12. Let's see. Makes sense. They're a pretty high price stock. 672. 2% though, not bad. 672, 67, 672, 70. All right. Man, Meta's looking great. See if SPY can get the comeback going here. Is Meta at a good entry point? Ran up a lot. I mean, it's at 673. I would say it's not at the best entry point here. Man, it's right on my resistance I have plotted too. That's a tough one. I would say if you are going to enter, wait for a pullback. It's pulling back a little, but, you know, larger than this. Looks like a quantum Christmas. Quantum Christmas. I like that. Santa's quantifying Christmas here. I'm kidding, guys. So stupid. Bad jokes. Probably QUBT. You're going to exit SRFM and jump into quantum now? You're really jumping all around today, huh? QUBT 7.7%, not bad. 1180. See that daily chart. Wow, QUBT is actually still really low. QBTS is breaking past that key resistance. We've been watching this one a little bit more here, around 29 bucks, but gosh, it's getting through. It is getting through. Lost so much money on Tilray. Oh. Man, that was a big pullback. I was actually talking to my fiance about that last night, about the psychology of traders with those MJ stocks. They're just too volatile. Oh, Jennifer, coming through again. Another $4.99. Thanks, Jennifer. Appreciate you there. Thank you very much. Let's go.
All right, all right, all right.
He said, got the meta run. Beautiful. Look at how much it's really coiling up on that daily, too. I wouldn't be surprised if it went up a lot more this week. 673. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, Demir. Yeah, Palantir, one of the hottest ones today. Just watch out. It's about to test 200. I guess that's going to be a bit tough for it, but overall, it's not bad. All right, all right. Sorry, guys, got the book maps to get. I'm starting to see doomer videos about why the market's not crashing and why that's bad. It's all right, Coconut. There's always going to be bad videos out there about the market. That is just human instinct. But what's going to happen is that, well, let's be honest here, right? How long have we seen doomer videos out there this year, right? I mean, this year has been crazy. There's been nothing but talk of big crash coming and yada, yada, yada. But hey, the market keeps going up. It'll leave you behind real fast. You keep worrying about that crap. It'll leave you behind real fast. It sucks because people will just never enter then, being scared forever. Time in the market destroys timing the market. Beautiful thing about the market is there's always something to trade somewhere. Yeah, Steven, true. True. Even if the market sucks, I guess, you know, Quantum might be going, right? 12% today on QBTS. Damn. $30 pushing right now. Brain says the AI crash would make him happy. Not me. If I stayed out because of the doomers, I'd never be able to join the live stream. That's funny. I like it, Coconut. Yeah, watch out for the doomers out there. It can be a bit wild. Create the problem to sell the solution. Oh, yeah. Create the problem, sell the solution. Ooh. Makes me start thinking of healthcare crap. Create COVID, sell the vax. Good job, Pfizer. I'm joking, guys. It's a joke. Don't go crazy on me there. All a joke. Speaking of this, though, Pfizer had been doing pretty well. Man, they really turned over on Tuesday of last week. That's too bad. I don't remember that. Moderna moved up, though. You know, they've been very hot. And one of the hottest stocks in the market, Friday. Still looking at it today. Beautiful, 2.4%. 5-minute chart looks great. Moving above the high from Friday, around 34.25. So far, so good. So far, so good. Pretty awesome there. Not a joke. PayPal double bottom looking like a great entry. I know, you know, sometimes you just got to watch what you say. It's a double bottom here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, pretty close to one anyways. Definite support hold, whatever you want to say. 58.80, 58.60. Pretty good range there to hold. Not bad. I mean, I'm a little bit worried as it pops up to resistance. 60.50 to 60.70 going to be tough for me. Going to be a big range for it to break through. Oh gosh, when you go to the daily, this is a big support that's been in play. I mean, it didn't touch right on it recently, but pretty close. Wow. All right, PayPal. See if this higher low continues to play out. This arrow right here is pointing to that recent dip where we held the low from back on November 20th and 21st, it looks like, right here. QUBT at 12 now. Alex said it. Oh no. They're making the freaking oh no. You almost got me on that one. We're gonna have to delete that one, Brain. Trust me, I'm all for it, but I'm gonna end up in trouble here. I'm all for free speech though, but YouTube's not. Bank of America, 55.80 coming up. No, I know, Brain. I realized it was a joke. It just, you know how people are. Bank of America running up, 55.80. Beautiful, 0.8%. 0.8%, all right. That would be funny if InfoWars had a stock. That would be... That thing would have went bankrupt 5 times. He'd shorted all day. I'm still surprised DJT gets as good of action as it gets. Especially, well, I guess there has been that short-term news, but... What'd they do again? It was some news with partnering with... They're doing a merger with some technology company that specializes in fusion power, I believe. I believe that's what it is. TAI? Something like that, but... Alright. Elon could put in a bid to buy Truth Social and push the valuation higher. Truth Social, that would be pretty funny, wouldn't it? If Elon did that, that would really blow my mind. The original Goose didn't know DJT. You never heard? Have you really not heard of that one? That's funny. Yeah, it's like Trump Media Technology. It's like Truth Social and whatever else they've gotten into. There's been a few things with that, but nothing too bad. Tesla, $500 today. Come on. BTC is moving too. You love it. There we go. Is the DJT phone real? I would really say not. We'll have to see. You've been seeing videos about a Tesla phone. I've been hearing about a possible Tesla phone for years. If there was a real Tesla phone, man, the world, I think, would go nuts for that. Maybe not the world, but, you know, Elon traders. Oh my God, guys. I was driving this weekend and I drove past the Tesla dealership and oh my gosh, those people were outside protesting them. I couldn't believe it. They were all sitting there protesting. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's great. Goose, I might have gave them all the bird. I might have. I might have. I don't know. We'll have to go check the cameras, but... Eric? What's up, Eric W? They said, same cool music from a game I'm playing called Stellaris. Well, hey, fun fact, Eric. I actually love Stellaris. I think that's an awesome game. I didn't get very far in it, but, you know, for my 100 hours that I played it or so, I thought it was fantastic. I need to go get my Corvette and give him a real earful. I'll tell him what America really sounds like. Eric W, I'm playing it at this moment. Love it. Complex how the market is. Love the challenge. Yeah, it's a really good one. I love games like that. I don't know why. It's kind of like Empire Total War to me, except you're doing like a space version. Tesla sell wall at 684 or just resistance? 684? No, you probably mean SPY. Yeah. Probably just resistance there. Even if there was a technical sell wall on the SPY, I still don't think it would matter too much. Again, it's weird with the ETFs like the SPY. You know, they're set up to follow the S&P 500, so it'll probably just follow it like it's supposed to. Any thoughts on NEO? Ticker symbol NIO. NEO trying to get some action going here. I don't know, kind of flat today. Needs to get going. Been falling down a lot recently. They did have a nice pump in 25, you know, from lows of the year of $3 to hit 8. That's a pretty good move. Hey, Bob plays Rome 2 and Pharaoh Total War. Nice. Rome 2 was always a really popular one. Yeah, I don't know. I stick to, like, Empire. I don't know why. I'm about to take over the entire world on Empire. And I fight every battle. I don't, auto-battle. But I quit playing, so I'm praying that it's still in there, honestly. It's probably not. It's probably gone. Mason is on vacation, Jose. I'm not sure if he's on, but probably not. Let's see if Santa is starting to come to town or not. How we doing, Spy? Coming back a little bit. Okay, Spy did make a comeback. Didn't get all the way back, but Santa's trying to get it done for us here. Yeah, I'm not sure, Bob. I think it's still saved. I can't remember for the life of me if I deleted my files on that one or not, but I don't think so. Spy with a nice opening run today, but then immediate drop, and now we got like a bit of a fluctuation or a coil going on here where Spy seems like it's starting to, I don't know, coil up here. Not coil to the upside, I just mean like coil up like if you coil up a garden hose or something. I don't know. Kind of like just coiling. Just didn't want anyone confused. Bank of America stuck. JP Morgan pull back. JP Morgan's interesting. This is an interesting pattern here. All right. Very interesting pattern. Good old JP Morgan. Up almost 1% on the day. That's average for this. Looking at the daily, JP Morgan looks like it wants to just start blasting out into oblivion here. This looks great. You know, Bob, I did play Shogun 2, but I didn't realize there were muskets, I guess. I guess I didn't get that far. Demir's out of here. See you later, Demir. Have a great Christmas and Christmas week if we don't see you later on in the week. I don't know, Jose, that it's probably not going to end up being a red day overall, but we might see SPY get a little shakier. You said you're looking for a red day before a green week. I mean, that's very iffy there. Could be the case, but bows and swords. Oh, okay. It's the expansion where it gets fun. I need QQQ to gain about 2.5% in the next week and a half, Nathan says, with the praying hands that, that are thrown up. That's pretty funny. That'd be a pretty big move. I mean, we would take it, though. I would take it. QQQ is pointing higher. I would not be surprised if it kept moving up, but I'm not saying that it's going to get that high, but I think there's a decent shot. It's moving pretty good. Miners are moving with Bitcoin on the rise till they drop it again. CLSK, BITF, BRBT. Watch out for massive future crypto expiration on 12/26 and why Bitcoin has been range bound from various sources. Interesting, BW. I don't follow crypto that close, but that's an interesting take there. Crypto futures expiration 12/26. All right, so Friday. BTC's been range bound. It really has been range bound lately. Very stuck here, very flat. Ever since November 21st, where it hit that bottom, it really has been stuck in range bound. Be big to break past 95K again. One of the big things that I've been watching with Bitcoin is that the overall structure and the uptrend started to break recently. You know, we saw this uptrend coming in. It held very well, but recently we broke under there. Now Bitcoin's trying to like test that range again. And it's probably going to come pretty close to 100,000 where there's that resistance. One moment here, I'm going to get something that might help somebody really fast. All right, needs to break to all-time highs, Nathan said. Hey, I would be happy if QQQ would do that, or SPY. I'd be extremely ecstatic, actually. Extremely ecstatic. Not just ecstatic, extremely ecstatic. But guys, the official Santa rally starts this Thursday. That's pretty crazy to say, isn't it? Oh, okay. Sorry, it starts this Wednesday, the 24th. It's the last 5 trading days of December. Since the 25th, the market's closed. We can't count that day, but the 24th, 26th, 29th, 30th, and 31st are closing out December there. And then the 1st and 2nd on January is where we're going to go. But again, in January, we come to that point where it's another holiday. So Thursday, January 1st. So technically, it's January 2nd and January 5th. Because we have to skip the weekend, go to Monday. I know it's a little. I know you guys are probably like, that's too complicated. Like it's really not. It just, you know, it's dealing with these holidays and the technical definition for Santa Rally where it is. Your QBTS on your list. Yeah, but just remember, guys, no trading this Thursday, the 25th. The market will open the 26th like normal. And then on Christmas Eve, December 24th, the market will close early at 1 p.m. Eastern. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Back to Palantir. Whoa, Palantir. How dare you?
How dare you?
You gave back all the gains. 199 touched and you said, see you later. That is a bad rejection there with 199 to 200. Pretty crazy to see too. Wow. Big turnaround there. SPY is getting a little weaker. Okay, well, actually, SPY just started coming back, but it was turning down towards that low of the day again. Okay, starting to bounce a little bit at that 683 point. Good low from open, anyhow. All right, seems like it's coming back. Getting a comeback going. There we go. Still love Red Dead 2. I haven't heard of that one in a while. When did SMR go so low? New scale power up 5.5%. Yeah, it's been crazy the past few weeks, couple months with this stock. It has really sold off. One of the big things I'm watching for with SMR in the short term is it's starting to break and test this big trend line on the daily. And it's held this trend line in a fantastic way over the past year to 2 years. But it's now starting to test it and break it down, which is starting to worry me. If this starts to really materialize and break down, it's going to be a nasty drop for SMR. You can actually kind of see today it's officially testing the line. The lines shift a little bit, though, whenever you go from 5 minutes to dailies and all that, but it's pretty rough. You just ride your horse and go hunting and fishing. I did used to like that stuff. You know, one of my favorite games that I used to really like was Assassin's Creed, back when they were good. Or at least back before there was like 50 of them. Valhalla's on a massive discount. Uh-oh. All right, back to Meta. Saw somebody said, what has Zuck done for this nice candle today? It's pretty funny. It's selling off now. Nasty pullback. There's a game called Stonks 9200. It's a trading simulation game. Oh my gosh. I hope nobody in here tries that. I gotta look this up now though. Stonks 9200 game. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at this game. Simulator of an 80s Japanese stock market businessman. What in the world? What's up with the weird pictures of the ladies? It's overwhelmingly positive on the reviews. I almost don't even believe this. Good morning, boss. The stock market's open and waiting for your next move. Oh, look at this. This game is so silly. Clear sky is what the? They're betting on horses? This is weird. What in the... I gotta see one thing on here. Where was the stock market at? Here we go. Here we go. The exchange is short selling? You're kidding me. They talk about shorting too? Alright, we're getting off. That is weird though. I can't believe that that's a game. I've never heard of that. I guess there's something out there for just about everything nowadays, huh? That is really crazy. Yeah, maybe later. Yeah. Stock market meets the Amazon Trail. That is like the game, the Amazon Trail. You're right. I actually know that game. That game was funny. I normally get dysentery on there and don't make it. QQQ 621.50. Oh man, Daisy is something else. That thing is a masterpiece. Big pullback, 621.50 on the QQQ. Still looking a bit negative. It's not really getting this massive recovery effort yet. There is a double bottom happening close to 619, but doesn't look very bullish like the SPY does. Doesn't mean it won't go up. It just doesn't seem to be too bullish here. Ooh, SLV up another 2%. Another big gap up for SLV. Oh my gosh. Man, GLD up almost 2% again. Wow, we're seeing some great action here. From open, they're not moving too much, but man, just the gap ups and just the way that the way the metals have been running, especially the precious metals, my gosh, it's been amazing. UEC is up 3.6%. All right, Uranium Energy Corp. All right, that's what we want to see. $13 coming up here. Not bad, not bad. Have y'all heard of gold? You know, I think I have, Alexander. Been a while, but gotta be careful what I say here, you know. Okay. Yeah, I have heard of these, yeah. Yep. What's up, Colin? Yeah, Pulse is really just showing you exactly what it says there. You know, what's the pulse looking like, right? Pretty much just telling you that right now things are fearful. Of course, if the SPY turns around, Pulse will start going up a little bit, depending on how explosive SPY becomes, right? You know, if we're in like a really big, like explosive market, SPY will start getting better and better on the Pulse. Right now, it's starting to get almost out of extreme fear, starting to try and climb up a little bit more here. At 9 a.m., it was almost at neutral, but jumped back. Of course, as the market dipped, but yeah, it'll probably start showing some better readings here if the SPY can hold up well and keep going up. Really just used as almost like a kind of just like a sentiment tool, like a sentiment reading, like, okay, like how is the momentum right now, right? Is this more of like fearful momentum, downside momentum, or is it more greedy upside momentum? Of course, it's not going to like be something that you see, like it's not going to be something like if you see pulse in the red, that doesn't mean just be like, oh my gosh, SPY puts, you know, I mean, that's nothing like that. But it can maybe help you get a reading, you know, if you're wondering, okay, is the SPY more bullish or bearish today? Maybe I'm looking for a continuation. You know, we're more fearful than not. Maybe give you that little downside bias for the day. No problem, Colin. No problem. UPS finally having a small pullback. Elite says, I want in. Yeah, it is pulling back a little bit. Down 0.8%. Nothing too bad, but, you know, it is down very slightly here. Oh, great. Thinkorswim. Damn you. Thinkorswim crashed on me now. It was working earlier today. You guys saw it. Reopen this really fast. Let me see Meta really quick. All right, here we go. AAL and LUV, DAL, JetBlue. Welcome to a Jet2 holidays. Right now, you can save 50 pounds on a party of 4. Welcome to Jet2 holidays. Let's go check them out. Airlines, UAL definitely moving higher here. Wow, okay, they really broke out today, past their recent range. I gotta refresh, hang on. Stupid trading view is getting laggy on me. Let me delete some of these really quick. Yeah, the airline's not bad. Meta's down, but AAL, LUV, like you said, JBLU. JetBlue, not bad, yeah. Really good breakouts coming through. Go to the daily on some of these airlines. They've been doing great lately, so some are actually breaking out in fantastic ways, like I believe, what was it, UAL? Yeah, UAL looks really awesome. Of course, that's the one you didn't name. I didn't even think of that. Or I didn't notice that at first. But yeah, the airlines, pretty awesome sector. AAL looks beautiful too. There's a recent big money trade from November 26th. Man, they really sniped this one pretty good. Someone said SPY broke in the Discord. All right, let's go check Quantum. QUBT, QBTS. Ooh. Starting to pull back here. Not really getting that good momentum now at the moment. Yeah, they are all turning around. There we go. Go check IONQ. Looks really good on the daily. I love the way it's pointing up. I'm gonna delete my drawings though. Yeah, that upwards move looks beautiful here. All right, guys, one sec. Quick intermission. All right. Here we go, guys. We are back. Sorry about that. QQQ needs to bounce off 618 or we're going to 615. Uh-oh. Well, hey, it's starting to bounce a little bit. See if it holds up or not, but really not too bad. Not too bad. $660 on Meta. This is a big area of support, though. It's trying to hold 660 right now. Would be a big one. 660. You think Carp looks at the stock price every 5 minutes? That would be pretty funny. PLTR, yeah, 193, 194, looking pretty solid. Very, very solid there. Let me go to CVNA really quick. I'm seeing a lot of buyers stacked up at like 433. Carvana, it's a bit strange. You're saying that Burry's trying to manipulate the market and through all types of insults. Uh-oh. I think I have seen that. I think I have seen that. I've seen a lot of people hit on Burry for things. Carp was one, I believe. Who's another one? Maybe it was just him. I've definitely seen people, though, hitting on Burry quite a bit. Saying that they're saying he's dumb and out of touch. I actually was just talking to somebody about him the other day. That's funny. That is funny. It was like watching an angry toddler. Oh, it was weird. Oh, I see. I guess Carp really doesn't like it. Yeah, manipulation. That's what they always scream. The public really gets behind manipulation too, so even if he's not really trying to manipulate the market, I mean, if you just start saying he is, I mean, people will just jump on that. Pretty good strategy by him, actually. QUBT is holding 12 in a strong way. Gosh, SPY is so choppy this morning. Very up and down, but it hasn't moved too much. It hasn't given back a ton of gains. So overall, you know, we'll say it's a successful day. Good gap up, nothing too bad yet. Of course, things could come, but things can always be happening soon. Dang, SPY's starting to point up and look pretty bullish here. I like it. You guys watching SPY to the upside still today? I mean, I think there's still a really good opportunity that SPY could still move higher. It's been up, down, up, down, up, down, but hopefully we pick a good direction here soon. Once the bots go on vacation, the retail traders can run it up. I have seen a lot of people attribute this time to a lot of, not bots, but, you know, institutional traders and stuff going on the holidays. Aren't we all trying to manipulate the market? Most of us just don't have enough money to make it matter. Not me, Steven. Never. Never. SPY doing a triple bottom. Setups look good. QQQ shows somewhat of a downtrend. It does have a bit of a triple bottom. I would just call it it's in a downwards channel, though. Here, I'll show you. Clone that baby up, put it down at the bottom, and there you go. That's kind of where the SPY is in right now. Aren't we all trying to manipulate the market? I don't know. Some people probably aren't. It's interesting, right? Man, Tesla trying to come up off the dip. Let's pull up Mag 7 here. Reopen it. Meta has been pulling back a bit, but look at Nvidia up 1.5%. Microsoft trying to go green. It's down 0.19% into the red today. Attempting a comeback, though. Intraday, it's starting to point higher. Now, look at the two on the bottom right. Amazon and Meta look incredibly weak today. Meta looks brutal as it's testing 660. It's starting to slightly break under. Amazon's really going for that low of the day around 227. It might break down even more. This is pretty rough. SPY doing a triple bottom setup. Looks good. Yeah, QQQ shows somewhat of a downtrend. QQQ showing a downtrend? Let's go check it. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. At least it's a much more extravagant downtrend, right? SPY's technically downtrending, but it's not as directional. Man, Tessie looks pretty great off of this dip. Are they going to come back to test 500 again? My word. Tesla's making new all-time highs and kicking ass and taking names. 2.1%. Wow. Aren't we all trying to manipulate the market? Most of us just don't have enough money to make it matter. I guess that's true. Do you think Netflix rebounds? Let's see. NFLX. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would think it could rebound pretty well. 93.00, not too bad. 92.50, 93. All right, all right. Netflix on a pretty big support. Yeah. 93, not too bad there. I like 92.50. All right, all right. But, man, we're an hour and 30 minutes into the market. The SPY has been very choppy in this overall range. Not too bad. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad. I like the way SPY's starting to test the upper end of this channel, though. It'd be nice to see it break through 684 and really make a good run up. That's what we'd be looking for. IRBT's done and gone. iRobot, 9%. Oh, I see what you mean now. Like, literally quit trading. Yeah. It was great while it lasted. Uh-oh. That's brutal there. Brutal, brutal. So I guess IRBT's done. Yep. It's done. Palantir had that really nice run earlier this morning and then gave it all back and then some. It's actually about to go red. About to go red right now. That is rough. Rough. Quantum Christmas. That's what I keep hearing. Quantum Christmas today. I think that's the third time you've said that. QBTS, QUBT coming back for that high a day move. Oh, yeah. Yeah, QUBT 11.5% for real, for real. The same sleigh of reindeer fly through the sky while sleeping on ice. This past year, you've been equal parts naughty and equal parts nice. What a good rhyme. Maybe later this week we'll have to get some Christmas stock market rhymes. Some Santa rally rhymes. Not today, though. Don't get them today. Not today, but... Alrighty, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call the stream there for today. Man, Bank of America up 0.83%. I know JP Morgan was looking pretty good again, too. You know, quantum stocks are starting to move. QUBT, QBTS, stuff like that. So, be ready, be ready. Let's go. No problem, Brain. Appreciate you joining up. Appreciate everybody joining up today, as always. Fun Christmas week here. SPY looking good, pointing higher. Breaking through the downtrend. Up to 684 plus. There we go, there we go.